It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Lions and the Bears, next on Madden Football.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So the Bears ready to go on offense, and it's the #1 overall pick leading them out, the Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
To throw, it's Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 13 carries, 73 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this time...
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here comes Pettis on the return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To the air, Williams. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Swift going to try up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance...
Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. He'll buy some time right. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. The Lions at 500, 7-7 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, Williams. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the interception, here's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Working out of the gun, Williams. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Second down and a little more than a yard here. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, here comes Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. He's got it to Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Goff. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. They'll roll him out right.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Adam Thielen, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked second in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fixed that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now for Craig Reynolds. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A run here on first down with Reynolds. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Once again, it's Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And again, back to Kmet. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Williams. He finds his target, Allen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's got it. Touchdown. Noah Fant, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
They'll hand off to Reynolds.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Goff.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's gone.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bears take over.
The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams.
Pass complete to Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And Allen's got it.
And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6.
He'll look to throw.
Give him another one right back to Allen.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
He's back to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen.
And he will have the Bears 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. He's got the connection to Moore.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Now 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's 1st down.
Now it's gone. sliding out of the pocket.
And that's caught by Williams. Out across the 40-yard line before he's brought down. So a first down and then some.
Now Goff. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Goff. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not...
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Williams brings it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Montgomery.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Lions, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.